Healthy New Year to all of you. Greetings coming from the Bronx Borough President. Just a couple of things. For those of you, anyone that knows anyone that are 16 years and older that wants to be on the community board, there are 12 community boards throughout the borough, so please share the information. We're conducting interviews. We're also taking applications, and this is ongoing for the next couple of months. For Bronx housing enrollment events for homeowners and tenants, every Wednesdays of 2018, starting January 24th, February 21st, March 21st, and continuing from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Borough Hall, 851 Grand Concourse. There's sessions going on that you could be a part of. These flyers are actually on the table, so you can grab one. Notice of property value sessions. Receive one-on-one assistance regarding your property taxes with the New York City Department of Finance and Tax Commission is happening on February 7th at Borough Hall in the Rotunda, so make sure you come out if you need any assistance. Also, for those of you who would like to attend, the Borough President will be having the 2018 State of the Borough on Thursday, February 22nd. Doors open at 10:30 a.m. That's Thursday, February 22nd at the Bronx High School of Science, and the doors open at 10:30. This year started off great. We had the Borough President swearing in for his third full term as the 13th Borough President. We also swore in our Deputy Borough President, who is Marika Scott McFadden. For those of you who knew Aurelia Green, she retired. And we have our new deputy. She'll be attending the meetings and getting more involved and being hands-on. Also, just a note to each and every one, our Constituent Services Department and Senior Services Department at the Borough President's office is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, with appointments and also walk-in. So anyone and everyone who needs assistance, please feel free to give us a call or come on by the office, even if you're around and want to say hello. If you need anything, I'll be here until the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Now, from our district manager, Matt Groves.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before I start, I want to give a shout out to the newest member of our community board, Maria Caruso. She can stand up and say hello. She is from City Island. If I can mention some of our newer members that were appointed last year, June 2017. Taisha Chambers is with us. She's over there sitting towards the end. There's Dorothy Kranicki from the Westchester Square Survey community. Who else am I missing? I'm not, everybody's old. Hey, oh, and I see Denise Noble from Edgewater Park. And Grace Lerner Cabello from City Island as well, but she's not here tonight. And that's the coverage. Oh, Ryan Martinez, yes, the owner of Garcias on Tremont Avenue. Perfect, okay. So with that, I'll begin my district manager report. Just some regrettable news. Last Saturday, there was a fire at Bronx Neck Houses. A father and teenager were killed. It appears to be from a hot plate that was given to them that was too close to the bed frame. Of course, it was flammable, and they lost their lives. They couldn't get out of their apartment. Tomorrow night is the Bronx Neck Resident Council meeting at 6 p.m. The meeting was formally for the heat and hot water complaints. Bronx Neck Houses particularly is going through a tough time with the heat and hot water and boiler issues. So I'll be there tomorrow as well, but I also got the fire department to pay a visit and to have sort of precaution items that they can tell the residents with regard to hot plates and what they can do in their apartments to get out in the event of a fire. The next item up, I was perusing the New York Public Library branches in our area, so Co-op City, City Island, Bronx Neck, Pelham Bay. They all offer some sort of computer programming or literature or bringing kids, getting us special readers to come and read to the kids. I'd like everyone to follow up with my penny pincher. It reaches the communities of Community Board 10. The owners gave me my own column on behalf of the board, so I'll be promoting those events. They're mostly computer programs, senior programs, literature, very educational. We should take advantage of our New York Public Library branches, and they do great work. On some good safety news, Randall Avenue exit on Throsneck Expressway going southbound to Queen to the Throsneck Bridge. There was an additional ramp, 15-mile-an-hour signage installed today. And I want to thank Denise Noble who brought that to my attention. That sign was missing, and folks were coming on too quickly onto the ramp to exit the highway, so that's been installed today around noon. Third, another item is the 3250 Westchester Avenue. That's a proposed 10-story building. You guys know I've been following up on that since the summer. I've been told by the buildings department that they have approved their zoning termination. I can tell you and I can assure you that the fight isn't over. I will still be looking into it. I would still consult some of our local architects for their advice. I'll do my best to do my own zoning calculations and measures. But I wanted to make sure everyone knew that that building was approved on zoning. The building itself, no, but approved on zoning. And I'll be following up shortly with Pelham Bay to schedule a meeting and perhaps have the development come to the community board to speak on this building. To mimic what Mr. Jean said, the Throsneck Merchants president, the vendor at the CVS was temporarily suspended. His license was temporarily suspended. Now, I'm unsure how long that might be. I'm hoping it's for quite some time because his images were disturbing, as everyone saw, and I'm glad we all acted together to take care of that. I want to thank John Moreno for bringing it to my attention. I know the snow has now melted, and we see a lot of potholes. I do my best, and my staff does their best to see them and report them. If I can have the community's help to get DOT out here more often with complaints on particular streets and intersections where potholes are now in replace of the snow that we see more often. So I appreciate the community's help. Some good news with the underpasses at Lafayette and Randall Avenue under the Cross Bronx. A lot of those tractor trailers are no longer there. There was an operation done last week by Sergeant Lawyer of the 45th Precinct. He took care of a lot of those vehicles and they're now gone. And let's see what else. There is some flyers as well from Public Advocate Letitia James' office. They're at the table in the front. Also, I believe Jose Rodriguez from Senator Klein's office has just joined us. Jose, if he wants to have grabbed the mic, he could, but that concludes the district manager's report. Oh, also, I'll follow up on the Revere Avenue mileage traffic signal. I'll make sure DOT brings us something in writing, so I'll look into it for you guys. I'll let the community board and the public know at large. Thank you, guys.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to go into committee report. But first, is there anyone with any amendments to the minutes that have been provided today? No? Okay. At this point, I would ask the board, Mary from Marietta, and we're going to move the Veterans Service Committee first for their report, because Tony has somewhere to go. As long as no one has any objection. Tony?
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Just quickly, we have several items working on. Well, first of all, Happy New Year. Second of all, thank you for your support. If you look at the minutes, you'll see that we're growing. We're trying to get as best as we can. We're trying to get topics that are important. We have three things in the works right now. The first was the anti-bullying money from the City of New York through the Army National Guard Recruiting Command. That is on hold due to pending a new Department of Education Commissioner. So that's on hold. The second thing was that John and the others worked on our golf carts to get people with ambulation problems up from the lower parking lot of the VA up to the entrance during bad weather. We'll be sending people over there to check out what's going on. Some of the sort of staff member driving around it, and when they question them, they got just like turn it off and took off. So we'll be questioning who's shooting what and why. That's very important for elderly veterans, and like I said, guys that have ambulation and feet problems. We will have permanent representation, I hope, with a young man by the name of Pete Del Devio at the MTAs hearings on, when they have the monthly hearings, especially for reduced fares for young veterans. Guys that go to school, they get out of school, they go to work, or they're working after going to college, we believe they should have a half-fare card. Some of the naysayers said you can't fight the city, you're never going to get it, but through this committee and the members of it, we're not going to stop until we at least try. All right, so those are the three concepts in the community that are going on. We hope to have more. The next meeting will be the last Friday in February. If you have any issues like that, or would like to help us with that, I'll send out more information on that when our meetings are held. They're held at the Samuel American Legion Post right over here at Erickson Place. All right, any questions? All right, thank you so much for your support. Don't forget our troops. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thanks for having us.
All right, you gotta go off script one more time, sorry about this.
Natalia Fernandez from the governor's office. I'd like to say a few words.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Natalia Fernandez, the Bronx Regional Representative for Governor Cuomo. I came tonight because I have yet to come to a committee board 10 meeting, so my apologies on that. But I wanted to give greetings, Happy New Year. A few updates from the governor's office, if you've been aware. The State of the State address had been done. A few items are that the governor's hoping to get through this legislative session. Sorry, can you understand that? But, what's he trying to do? Okay, more recently, the budget was just announced. So the budget's going to be a big overhaul following the president's new tax reform. So there's going to be a few changes with how taxes are going to be done. It's still pretty tricky on my end. I just got all the notes yesterday, but chairman and district manager, I will be attending the meeting on the 25th with all board members. So I'll have a commissioner there to do a full disclosure and a full run through of everything. I'll follow up with more notes. I'll share with the board so they can share with you. This hopefully is going to change a lot of how we pay taxes in New York State and what we treat all there. So I'll be in touch. I'll send all the info. Any questions, please speak to me in the back, and I'll follow up with them. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going back to our committee meetings, board meetings. The executive board met January 16th. All right. So there's a couple of proposals in there. Two proposals are to change the nomination election guidelines. One is board members that serve on multiple committees must serve at least half of all committee meetings. The second one is members that serve only on the Veteran Service Committee must choose a second standing committee to serve on and attend at least half of its meetings as well. So those are two proposals out there. We will not be moving forward as of yet, because I'm going to leave it just like bylaw changes. We'll propose them to go forward. But just to be full disclosure, that second one could eliminate someone from running, so we have to look at that. If we let that go for this year, or we push it, for 2019 election. All right, I just want to make sure we're all clear on that. There's some bylaw changes, you could read them over, we don't have to go through them, because by, I would say a week before the next board meeting, we'll have it all formatted the right way, showing you where it's going in the bylaws, what the changes would be. And next meeting, we would have a full discussion on it, and then we can decide on the vote at that time. Okay? So basically, that was our meeting. Really nothing exciting going on. Just again, Happy New Year to everyone, and I want to thank the board for all the help and the service that they've been given. And feel free at any time if you have any advice on how I can help run the board a little better. Give me a call. Always available to answer the phone to you, so I'll get back to you pretty quick. If you have any ideas for the district manager, call him. At this point, I'd like to hand the mic over to our chairperson, Julian Mazursky of Planning and Budget.
Thank you very much, Peter. First thing I'd like to do, if you'll notice the minutes, we met on the 8th, January 8th. No planned agenda was put in, however, it was an excellent working session. If you'll notice, I would like to thank the committee members, 100% attendance. Would you believe that on the committee? Come on, let's get some applause. Boy, it was going to smell 100% attendance. Can you imagine that? I must have a hot committee. In any event, there would really turn out to be a discussion session on a 2018-2019 budget. The projected 2019 budget is just about prepared. 2018 we have yet to finalize, and if we finalize it, you will be the first to know. We'll send it off to you for your approval, and hopefully it'll be next month, or at least a month after. I don't want to take any more of your time because it's not going to snow out there. Thank you all.
Thank you, Julian. The next up is Lou Popovic, Housing and Zoning Chairperson.
Good evening, everyone. Housing and Zoning Committee did not meet this month. The minutes for the November meeting is included in the packet. Matt Cruz already assessment on the project 2250 Westchester Avenue. But I just want to add another thing, as far as the McDonald's parking lot is concerned. We're planning on having them come to February 15th board meeting, so they can address the situation with the parking lot there. And the rest of the meetings are self-explanatory. That is correct. That is it. Thank you.
With regard to McDonald's, there will be a public hearing just before the full board on February 15th. McDonald's will be present, not the actual Ronald McDonald, but the owners. And I'll try to get a rendering of the actual facility so people can see what they expect, what to expect going forward. Again, that will be calendared. That'll be in the Bronx Times. It'll be on our website. I'll place that in the penny pincher so if people can help spread the word. I'll reach out to the associations, to housing homeowners in particular, and I'll spread the word that February 15, just before the full board, we'll have a public hearing on the McDonald's situation, 3660 East Tremont Avenue. Thank you.
Now, our ad hoc chair for overall development, Irene.
Hello, the ad hoc overdevelopment meeting met on November 21st. Present was Annie Golder, Michelle Toriani, myself, Andrew Chirico, and Tilly was not there, right? The meeting opened with discussion about the new developments that have gone up on 3250 Westchester Avenue. The issue of parking, since then it has been approved. The committee moves on asking for, we discussed 3030 Middletown Road and a new property that was purchased for development on Burr Avenue in Continental. After that, we discussed parking in Pellebay. It has become ridiculous. There is no parking. We need additional parking. So any overdevelopment sites that we can actually look at for parking would be really beneficial to the community. That was all.
Thank you, Irene. Economic development, Tom Ackerman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We met on, good evening, everybody. We met on January 2nd, and we had a few bars in front of us. I just want to address one concern I have on my committee. I had 5 absentees on that day, and we barely made a quorum. And out of the 5 absentees, only one person called the office ahead of time and said that they would not be attending the meeting. I asked all my members, if they're not going to attend the meeting, at least please call the office to give us a heads up so we're not waiting or trying to call to make a quorum. I think 5 absenteeism on my committee is not really that well. It's not good. I don't appreciate it. If you're going to be on that committee, I expect you to make meetings, okay? Because bars, we have a lot of bars, and we want to make quorum. All right, I want to go into resolve at the recommendation of the Economic Development Committee, Bronx Community Board 10, the following establishments apply for renewal and have agreed to comply with the best management practices standards contained within the stipulations by signing them, and to further agree to ATAP's training. And then the compliance be sent to the State Liquor Authority along with the resolution and the vote, and copies be placed in the board's file. Seafood City, 459 City Island Avenue, 10464, between Baldwin and Denmark Street, license 1004051, which expires on 1/31/18. That's the restaurant. They have another license for the tiki bar outside, and it's the same address, and the license number for that is 1154815, which expires also on 1/31/18. Louis Seafood, 3478 East Tremont Avenue, 10465, between Berkeley Service Road and Barclay Avenue. License is 1004080, which expires on 12/31/17. Shanghai Chinese Buffet, 2051 to 2053 Bartow Avenue, 10475, between Ashley Loop and Co-op City Boulevard. License 1290916, which expires on 1/21/18. Estrelita Bobanca, 222-7 to 22231 Westchester Avenue, between 10462, between Castle Hill and Glee Avenue. License is 1259128, which expires on 12/31/17. Expires. Vapor Lounge, 3758 East Tremont Avenue, 104, between Randall Avenue, Roosevelt Avenue. License 12708131, which expires on 1/31/18. JP's Inn on 703 Lee Ford Avenue, 10464, between Terrence and Bridge Street. License 1004046, which expires on 1/31/18. Burr Mini Mart Deli, 3056 Burke Avenue, between Jarvis and Hobart Avenue. License 1212225, which expires on 1/31/18. Johnny's Reef Restaurant, 2 City Island Avenue, 10464, between Belleville Street and Sound. License 1002447, which expires on 2/28/18. Sam's Fish Box, 41 East City Island Avenue, 10464, between Harlem and Rochelle Street. License 1004282, which expires on 2/28/18. Seashore Restaurant, 5581 to 593 City Island Avenue, 10464, between Cross Street and City Island Road. License is 1004284, which expires on 2/28/18. The resolution was voted by the committee and is unanimous in the 7 committees members in attendance. Can I get a motion to accept? Yes.
I have a quick question. There are several either that in the past have had issues, so how can you confirm it following the issues they have been okay?
We haven't had any complaints on the issues. We had no problem with these. Yeah, these have all been okay, but we haven't had any issues on it.
No, I should have mentioned that we checked with the 45th and they had nothing going forward. So can you get a motion to accept?
Motion to accept?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, motion passes. We have a change of method of operations. Resolved that the recommendation of the Economic Development Committee of Bronx Community Board 10, that the following establishment was applying for a change in the method of operation by adding jukebox, disc jockey, karaoke, live music, has agreed to comply with the best management practices standards contained in the stipulation by signing them, and to further agree to ATAP's training, and that if their compliance be sent to the state legal authority along with a resolution and vote, and having placed in the board's file. Sangria Cafe, 2085 Bartow Avenue, 10475, between Park City and Ash Loop. License 1299476, which expires on 8/31/19. It was voted by the committee, unanimously approved, 7 members were in attendance. There was nothing in this, the 45th precinct. This cafe has been pretty good, there's no problems. Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion to accept.
Second? And second, Bob. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. We have one more, we had a discussion about Tosca's. Tosca in our committee, they have 2 licenses, one for the regular restaurant, one for the catering, but we're not sure if the catering license is exactly the way it's supposed to be, so we want clarification. So we discussed it, and we want to resolve at the recommendation of the Economic Development Committee of the Bronx Community Board 10, that a letter be written and sent to Tosca's Cafe regarding discrepancies in the type of liquor license that established possesses, and this issue be resolved within 10 days. Business upon receipt of this letter, and that the request be forwarded to the full board for approval. This is also voted by the committee, 7 members unanimously voted on. Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion to accept.
Can I get a second? Excuse me. Yes, Mark.
Why are we voting on the letter? Why are we voting on rescinding the letter? That's your administrative business. We doesn't vote on that.
Well, we vote on to anything that's done in committee is supposed to be brought to the full board to send a letter and to be approved to the full board.
But why? You're doing the work. I mean, you're gonna have your back and forth with the bar.
Well, we had problems with sending letters out before, and if it wasn't approved by the full board, you know. Yeah, recommendation from the committee, we felt that we should let the full board know what we were doing and give the full board approval.
Okay, I'm not weighing in on but I'm weighing in that I was just told that Tosca sent us over an email with some of the information that might clarify that they have the correct liquor license right now. So we have to go through that. But it's still up to vote. I mean, if something changes that we find out it's correct, we can always email the board out saying that it is correct, they don't need to send a letter, but you have that motion on the floor.
Mr. Chairman, point of information on Tosca's.
I'm sorry, before we continue, was there a second on the motion?
Yes, second.
Thank you.
It is my understanding that Tosca's has closed down due to an incident that happened as part of a lawsuit. And when you dial their phone number, it says this number is temporarily out of service. So I think we need to know that they are in business before we can do anything.
Joe, they're talking about, there's 2 Toscas there, there's Tosca's Cafe, which is the bar that you're talking about. We're talking next door, the Tosca Marquee. That's what they're talking about.
Because this says Tosca Cafe.
I understand. So it's the Tosca Marquee you're talking about, Tom, right? Right.
So can we have clarification in the motion, please, that it's Tosca Marquee?
Yes.
Thank you, Joe. So again, I have a motion on the floor to send out a letter to Tosca's.
I think that's a question, Ron.
I'm sorry.
Everything that
No, the restaurant